So welcome to today's floor plan video. The floor plan we're going to discuss today is the West Coast Mini. And the West Coast Mini is designed for compact vans. Now the three compact vans that it tailors best to is the Transit Connect, which we have right here for our demo today. It also works in a Ram ProMaster City and the Nissan NV200. Now let's go ahead and jump in and check out the West Coast Mini. Now the West Coast Mini has the ability to seat 2 additional people because we're utilizing a broad arrow trifold seat that does come with seat belts. You can transport some extra people. So instead of just being stuck with 2 individuals, now you can transport 2 others. So whether that's children or adults, you can utilize this. Now your broad arrow trifold has the ability to seat your individuals, but it also converts into a bed, and that becomes a bed system if you choose to utilize the West Coast Mini as is like this. If you choose to go additional pop top, you also have the ability to sleep up in this as well. So you have 2 different sleeping options there. Now, this is what it looks like in day mode or transport mode. Now we'd like to convert that into a bed and let you guys see what that looks like. Now that you've seen the trifold in bed mode, if you'd like to see more on how the trifold actually operates, feel free to check out the link below that shows a little bit more detail of how to transform from seat to bed and then bed to seat. So check that out. Now to the left of me, what you're going to notice is that we do have some additional storage in the West Coast Mini right here. This opens up and allows you to have a nice shelving unit here so you can store clothes or blankets, sleeping, bedding, whatever you need to in here. You also have a nice little cubby down below to be able to access your electrical from this side, but that can also be accessed from the back as well. In your galley, you're going to notice that you do have some electrical plugs right here. So you've got a 12-volt plug, cigarette plug, and then you also have USB and USB-C right here so you can charge up those devices. Now below that, you're going to find that we have a nice little drawer here. So this is great for storing items, but you can also have this design. So if you want to utilize induction cooktop, that you can have that so it stores in here as well. And then your induction would just plug into your 110 outlet right here. Now you're going to see that we've got another little storage compartment here. This is also where you've got access to your plumbing. And then below that is your fridge. And it just slides out like so. You're going to notice right here that we've got this pin rail system. Now what this pin rail system allows us to do is connect the table. And your table is stored right here behind the driver's seat. So this pulls out like so. And then you got the ability to drop your leg down by sliding this over. And then this connects in like so. And then the beauty of this is you can utilize it as a desk. So if you need to do any work here, you're going to work on your laptop, anything like that, you can work from here. You can also use it as additional food prep space because I've got the additional pop top here. I've got a nice large working platform for preparing my food. And the nice thing is that if you don't need it, you just fold it back up and put it away. Now your West Coast Mini does come with a sink built into your galley. That's accessible right here. Nice little flip up here. And then you've got your on-off and your thermostat right there as well. Comes down nice. Now you'll notice that we don't have a stove built in right here. With the West Coast Mini, you do have the ability, as we mentioned earlier, to do induction, but we opted not to install a propane stove because you do have a roof that's nice and close. And especially if you don't go with a pop-top option, we didn't want to risk anybody burning anything up here. So most of our clients that do opt for this kind of camper do most of their cooking outdoors. And then they come in and enjoy the beauty of a camper when weather's not so great and need to do their dishes. Now, access to your plumbing system for this can also be found on the other side because you've got 2 sliding doors with the Transit Connect, and that's where you can access your fresh and gray water system. Now that we're done with the galley, let's talk about one additional option that you have with the West Coast Mini, and that is your optional pop top. Now here's what the pop top looks like in drive mode on a Transit Connect. Now let's go ahead and open that up. What you're gonna find is that you've got 2 latches here in the front that hold it nice and secure and in place, and 2 latches here in the back. Now let's go ahead and undo those latches and open it. Now you've got 2 gas-assisted struts that aid in opening your tent. Now that you're up inside, you're gonna notice that we got 2 big air vents right here. You've got the ability to open and close both of those. And then you've got a nice window in front in case you don't need these open. Now in your pop top, what you're gonna find is that we've added an additional light up into the rooftop area as well. So you have the ability to turn your lights off and on when you do have this in bed mode. Now your bed mode consists of 3 panels right here that are removable. So you have the ability to utilize a nice stand-up space if you wanna use your pop top for that. Or if you'd like to utilize it for sleeping, you have the ability to add those panels in and turn it into a bed. Now what you're gonna find in your pop top as well is that we've integrated a max air fan into this. So you have the ability to get more air circulation at night or during the day. And you can keep your windows up if you don't need the cross breeze going this way or the weather's not looking so great. Now in your pop top, we've also integrated 2 additional crossbars, and that's where we've got the solar housed. This particular client has 100 watts on here. You have the ability to add a little more if your power needs do require that. Now at the back of your vehicle, what you're gonna find is that you've got a nice little storage shelf right here that you can throw your duffels or totes on, where you have additional gear. You're also gonna notice that we've got 2 additional drawers right here for storage. You do have access to still be able to open this here and access either your clothes or bedding from this direction as well. You're gonna notice you get a nice additional shelf here so you can tailor things to your needs. You can strap stuff down if you choose to add some L-track. And then inside here is where you've got additional storage and access to your electrical cabinets. And in this particular model, you're gonna see that we've got the EcoFlow system dedicated for their electrical system. So it's all housed in one. The neat thing about this electrical system is you can undo the strap that's right there and pull this out and use it independently of your camper. So when you want to store it, you can store it inside your house. You can utilize it inside your house if there's a power outage. It's got a lot of different uses. So a great system in the West Coast Mini. Now let's go ahead and take a look at our water system. So you come around to your second sliding door, and then you've got access to your gray water system and your freshwater system. You can undo this here to be able to slide these out. And the nice thing is that these Comet jugs, you just unscrew these to be able to go and dump them or to be able to fill with your clean water and utilize your sink and have your drain right here as well. So a nice slick system. Now in the West Coast Mini, you also have the ability, if you like, to do a drop-down table if you want to cook on this side. This particular client does not have that, but that is an available option for those who would like that. Thanks for joining us on this floor plan walkthrough. We hope you enjoyed the West Coast Mini. If you'd like to learn more about this particular floor plan, feel free to check out the links that we do have in the description regarding floor plans, regarding this particular floor plan. And if you'd like to learn more about this particular build that we did for a client, you can see their full gallery and spec sheet via the links below as well. We do get asked quite a bit in regards to what are the prices of these various floor plans, because prices can have the tendency to fluctuate based on clients' needs and wants. We do have a beautiful tool integrated into our website called the Build and Price. So feel free to go through that and you can select all your options and make your choices, and you'll be able to see your price in real time on what this particular build would cost you and with the things that you like. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one.